Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body oh so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, I saw you who saw me first. I guess it's history now, and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts.
Good morning. It is Monday the 11th of Feb, and it is 10 to 7 in the morning. I woke up a bit later than expected this morning, so I was supposed to get up at 5, but I didn't get out of bed till like 5:30 I think, and that is just because I didn't get much sleep last night. I don't think I managed to fall asleep till like 12 o'clock. I was just tossing in bed. Oh, I hate those nights so much, but managed to get out of bed before 6 o'clock, so that's a plus. And I went for my morning walk. So today's vlog is just going to be like what I eat in a day, and Monday is like, today's going to be like an active rest day. I've actually switched up my routine with my training, which I will talk to you about a bit later. So now I'm going to make some breakfast, and I'm starving. There's a little bit, I've changed a little bit of my normal scrambled eggs recipe, I suppose. So yeah, I'll make those and then I'll talk you through the changes I've made.
I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. I need you on the dance floor, 4 a.m. and we go home. I guess it's history now, and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name out of this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag.
So this is my finished product. I have a piece of whole grain toast underneath all my eggs. You would have noticed that instead of using 3 eggs, I only used 2, and then I actually used 140 grams of egg whites. This is because now that I'm following macros, I only have a certain amount of fat that I can consume throughout the day, and I was finding that 3 eggs was taking up too much of my fat, and I really like peanut butter. So that's the first change. The second change is I'm not using the kale slaw. I've actually started using onion and capsicum. I don't know why, I've just been liking the mixture, so that's what I'm going with. So I'm gonna go eat this, meal number 1. Okay, so I thought I'd give you an update on what I'm doing for my, I guess my training routine and like diet stuff that I've changed. Just because I was noticing a few things that were, I think they were really affecting me with my comp prep. So one of the biggest things I've actually changed, as you would know, pretty much all of my YouTube's episodes before this one, I'm sipping on some Fat Burner, the 212, and what I'm about to say is nothing against the Fat Burner. Like, I think it was great and it definitely helped with burning fat. That's what it is, it's a fat burner, but it's also full of caffeine, and caffeine's fine in moderation, but I'm the type of person that really enjoys, like, you know, a couple of cups of coffee a day. And I guess I didn't realize how much caffeine was in the Fat Burner, so I didn't think much of it. So I'll put it in perspective for you. I was having a Fat Burner in the morning on an empty stomach before I trained. I was training with barely any food in my body. Some mornings, if I couldn't be bothered eating, I just wouldn't. Other mornings I have those rice cakes, which the rice cakes are fine. But I was so focused on like just having the Fat Burner because I wanted to burn as much fat as I could. And then I'd have the Fat Burner in the afternoons, because on the back of the instructions it says that you can have it up to 2 times a day, in the morning and the afternoon. On top of that, I was having at least 2 coffees a day, like yeah, maximum 2 coffees a day. That's like, that's a lot of caffeine in one day. So I started noticing that I was just like crashing really hard in the afternoons, and I was like, wow, like I knew I'd get tired from the comp prep, but I didn't expect it to be this soon. Like, I'm still on 2,000 calories. Why am I so fatigued? Yeah, I'm training a lot, but it's not that intense to the extent where I should be this tired. And I kind of reviewed my diet, and I looked into the Fat Burner and the caffeine side of stuff, and I was like, wow, Renee, you really need to settle down on that stuff. So I've actually cut it out. I haven't had it for over a week, and I've already noticed a huge change in my mood and yeah, that kind of thing. So I'm definitely not as tired as what I was getting before when I was taking the Fat Burner. Now, before I train, I'm actually having a coffee, so kind of more of a natural Fat Burner. So yeah, that's probably the most important thing that I've changed in regards to diet. As I mentioned, I think I've mentioned a couple of times, I've also started really volumizing my meals with veggies like mushroom, zucchini, capsicum. I've started using squash. Like, that's not really something I used to use a lot, but I've started using that, and it's kind of just like a yellow zucchini. Yeah, so, and because my calories have dropped, I just find that it's much easier to volumize my food, so I feel like I'm eating more and I don't feel like I'm restricted from foods. Yeah, so that's another one. And then my training routine. Okay, so I'm still in progress of changing this a bit, but I've been finding that since my calories have dropped, because I was training in the mornings, like I would find that I would be starving for the whole day because my body needed that energy to kind of get through. Whereas I kind of tested this one day. I didn't train, like I didn't do weights in the morning. I just went for a walk, like on an empty stomach, came home, had breakfast, went to work, and then trained in the afternoon. And I'm the type of person that I've always hated training in the afternoons. Like, all I want to do after work is just go home and chill out, or I book appointments after work. So that's my time to kind of do life stuff. But the day that I didn't train in the morning and just did my walk and then trained in the afternoon was honestly one of the best days I've had in a while on this prep. Like, I felt so good, and I think it's because I went for a walk outside, you know, in nature. Like, you get all the good endorphins, I don't know, but you get the good vibes from the greenery. And also I'm getting more steps in because I work a pretty sedentary. I sit in a chair for my job. Like, I work behind a computer all day, so I don't move a lot. So not only am I getting more steps in, actually moving more, throughout the day before I train in the afternoon, my body is not as hungry because it hasn't had like as intense exercise in the morning as what it was. So when I'm eating at my timings without, like, I'm hungry, but I'm not, like, before I was drooling. I'd be drooling after like an hour and a half or 2 hours of eating. I'm like, this is not right. Like, yeah, my calories are lower than what they were, but I'm still eating a fair bit of food, like, because I'm volumizing it. And I just couldn't understand. And then, yeah, so I realized it was because of that. And then when I get to the afternoon, I'm finding, even though I am a bit tired from the day, I'm actually training better because I have all this food in my body to use as energy rather than a couple of rice cakes in the morning. So I'm going to trial that this week with going for a walk in the morning and then training in the afternoons. I'm going to see how my body works with that and reacts with that. And I'm hoping it's a positive outcome, because as annoying as it is that I have to change my routine and I'm gonna have to move stuff around, which is already hard because, yeah, my weeks are pretty hectic. I'm just gonna have to do it because realistically comp prep is my priority and I need to do what I need to do to be the best. So yes, so that's pretty much my update. But the next time I'll be talking to you will be for my mid-morning snack. So I'll talk to you then. Bye. Okay, meal 2 for the day. So I've got my brown rice cake with some Vegemite and a bit of the olive oil Nutellix. And then I've got some Greek yogurt mixed with my protein powder, some peanut butter, frozen strawberries, and some Walden Farms chocolate sauce. So yummy! Second meal of the day, I have some basmati rice, mushroom, basil, zucchini, I think there's some pak choy in there as well, and just some of this coconut sweet chili amino sauce, which is really yum. I highly recommend. And I've also got my second coffee for the day, iced coffee, and yeah. Okay, I am currently sipping on meal 4, I think. yeah, meal 4. So it's just a protein smoothie with banana and ice and water, and that's going to take me through till dinner, which I'll be having early. And then yeah, so I pretty much just got one meal left for the day. I'm gonna sip this up because it's bloody delicious. Cheers. Hey guys, it is 8:30 nearly, and I am going to bed. I didn't get a chance to film my last meal of the day because I legit was eating it in my car on my way to an appointment. So one of my other appointments went a bit later than it should have, so I was running late for my following one, and I legit had to just eat on the way, which eating while you're driving is really hard, like really hard. But yeah, I'll put a photo of it now. So all it was some quick oats mixed with some frozen blueberries, egg whites, Walden Farms pancake syrup, some almond milk, and I spiced it up because I had some extra macros left with some of the Lindt sea salt caramel dark chocolate. So I put a little bit of that in it and then like let it melt into it. Oh my god, so good, yum. But yeah, so I had that for my dinner, and then yeah, I came home, kind of got ready for tomorrow, and now I'm going to bed because I'm exhausted. So yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed my what I eat in a day. If you have any suggestions for anything you want to see me do in regards to my comp prep, I'm more than happy to try and work something out. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. I always forget to say that, but I'm gonna start saying it. And you can follow me on Instagram at Renee McCartney. That's it. So, night guys.